Breaking news and a shocking new report surrounding John Kerry and the world's leading state sponsor of terrorism. That would be the mullahs, and that would be Iran. According to leaked audio obtained by the New York Times, Iran's top diplomat, a guy by the name of Mohammad Zarif, claims that John Kerry compromised one of our top allies and us in the process by divulging potentially top-secret, highly sensitive information. Quote, former Secretary of State John Kerry informed him that Israel had attacked Iranian interest in Syria at least 200 times. To his astonishment, Mr. Zarif said, to his astonishment, did John Kerry reveal Israeli covert actions to Israel and the U.S.'s single biggest enemy, the #1 state sponsor of terrorism worldwide? Well, that would mean all plausible deniability for covert operations would be dead, gone, and buried. Covert operatives and assets on the ground risking their lives, they would be in imminent danger if they haven't already been murdered, something we likely wouldn't know. And, of course, John Kerry is saying that this never happened. But the New York Times is standing by the accuracy of their reporting. Keep in mind, Kerry reportedly had been in contact with Iranian officials ever since leaving the Obama administration. See, that's only a problem if you're a conservative or a Republican. Then it's a violation of the 1799 Logan Act. And by the way, if you go back in the Trump administration, Kerry still in communication with Iran? Really? What if the Trump supporters were doing that now? President Trump accused him, rightly so, of undermining our foreign policy. That's our national security. And after all, it appeared that Kerry was trying to preserve his crowning achievement, the now defunct, the dumbest deal in the history of mankind, the Iranian nuclear deal that Joe Biden wants to leap back into. You know, the one that gave $150 billion in cash and other currency to the leading state sponsor of terrorism. And in exchange, we got nothing. U.S.-led checks on nuclear sites? None. Anywhere, anytime inspections? None. Any verifiable guarantees? None. Even our own inspectors? None. Just tens of billions of dollars that Iran immediately was using to fund further terror attacks all over the region and world. Remember, the architect of this idiotic deal has been trying to appease Iran for now over a decade, all while vilifying our top ally in the Middle East, Israel, at every turn. And as one article in the New York Post entitled, John Kerry is skirting the line of treason with Iran, summed it up. The rather curious defining feature of the Democratic Party foreign policy going back at least 4 decades is that our friends must be bullied, our enemies must be appeased. Not shocking given Kerry's testimony. You might recall when he ran for president, when this tape came up, it was him in the 1970s accusing his fellow soldiers in Vietnam of being, murderers, rapists, randomly shooting civilians, razing villages in a fashion reminiscent of, in his words, Genghis Khan. Take a listen.
They had personally raped, cut off ears, cut off heads, taped wires from portable telephones to human genitals and turned up the power, cut off limbs, blown up bodies, randomly shot at civilians, razed villages in a fashion reminiscent of Genghis Khan.
Clearly, John Kerry's not changed at all. And now multiple members of Congress are calling on Kerry to resign or be investigated. That's the least of it. Senator Sullivan from Alaska, among many others. Even Mitt Romney found a little bit of courage somewhere. The old Mitt Romney popped out for a second to criticize a Democrat and called for full transparency, whatever that means. But former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, he believes Iran's top diplomat, including Zarif, might be frequently out of the loop with Iran's ruling factions, has little power, frequently lies, which mean even Kerry's alleged attempts to undermine our closest ally might have been fruitless. Take a look.
But as for Zarif, I don't know why anybody listens to him. He has nothing to do with Iranian foreign policy. He lies all the time.
Now, regardless of Zarif and John Kerry, it's now clear that the hostile regime in Iran is testing this new administration. you know, the weak, the frail, the cognitively struggling Joe and Kamala Harris. Last night in the Persian Gulf, 3 Iranian Revolutionary Guards patrol boats plowed through waters towards U.S. naval ships and what the Navy called an unnecessarily close range with unknown intent. After radio loudspeaker warnings were ignored, the U.S. Navy was forced to fire several warning shots. At that time, the Iranian vessels finally retreated, but no doubt this will not be the last time the Biden administration is tested. The question tonight is, well, is Joe Biden up to the task? Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.